Okay, so awesome tech conversation.
Right.
Now, how do you try to wade into that in terms of building a business? Because I feel like there's every other day somebody is trying to build some blockchain or announcing actually
Right.
some new blockchain based
In all
business.
different industries and
Yeah,
categories.
exactly,
Yeah.
just
So
across the board.
here's the it's kind of a same problem we've always had in creation of uh, um, intellectual property and things that businesses can build on. So the Bitcoin blockchain technology was the first, and we call it a layer one technology. So basically, you have the internet and the protocols of the internet that were created in the 60s and then kind of updated in the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Right.
You had Tim Berners-Lee invent the World Wide Web. Okay. So that's a layer one technology on top of the core of the internet. So Tim Berners-Lee created one of the first layer one applications on top of the internet. Blockchain is a layer one technology as well. So you don't have to be in the World Wide Web to use a blockchain technology on the internet. Okay. Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, is actually an application built on top of the Bitcoin technology. So
Okay.
the Bitcoin cryptocurrency is really separate from the Bitcoin blockchain technology because people like Microsoft is actually building an identity platform similar to what we're doing, but they're building it on the Bitcoin blockchain technology.
Okay.
We're building ours on another one called Hyperledger. That's an open source blockchain managed by the Linux Foundation, who also created the Linux open source operating system.
Okay.
So now there are people, so from a business standpoint, there are computer guys around the world who have created new versions of this layer one Bitcoin technology. So that would be Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, a whole bunch of other ones that have been built. Those are considered layer one technologies that are built directly on the internet. And then from a more business perspective, then you start building applications on top of those using that functionality. And we call them, in regards to Ethereum, we call them these distributed applications. So like Microsoft's digital wallet technology built on the Bitcoin blockchain, that's an application built on the thing.
Okay.
So you had two business sectors there. You got the ones who are building the layer one functionality of the blockchain. And then you got people who are building applications on those blockchains.
Okay.
And yours is the latter.
And then there's some of us who are building applications that can play on multiple blockchains. So you think of so the Bitcoin blockchain, think of it as a company like Apple. And the Ethereum blockchain, think of it as Microsoft. Two different operating systems that you have to design your business applications to work on this one or this one. Same thing with Android. All right. So you're building a mobile app. You're either building, you have to build two, right? One on iOS and one on Android, even though there's this React Native technology now that can kind of do both at the same time. But now we have 1,000 blockchain technologies out there, layer one technology. So now we as a business who want to create some kind of functionality using these things, we have to figure out which blockchain functions best or provides the best functionality for our business use case.
Okay.
In the world of decentralizing identity, which is what we're doing, the primary version of this is on a Hyperledger, which is that open source blockchain technology that is in the Linux. And then a version of it's called Indy, I-N-D-Y. And that's what we're using for identity. And there's thousands, there's governments, there's nonprofits, there's businesses who are adopting this format to manage identity. So that's why we chose it, because the the standard of this identity management on the Hyperledger Indy blockchain is being adopted by governments and organizations around the world. So that's why we did that.
Oh, go ahead.
But anyway, so two things: businesses that are building core layer 1 blockchains, and they mostly make transaction fees, and then application providers who are building applications that actually serve a business case.
Okay.
And then they would make theirs transactions or subscriptions like we do.
Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it as much as we did. Please subscribe, please like, comment, share, anything that helps tell our story and tell the founders and entrepreneur stories.